So I just have to defend Matthew Lush. He's getting hated on for quite a bit right now, and people like to make fun of Matthew Lush. And for those of you who don't know who Matthew Lush is the gay god. So back in 2006, Richard Dawkins wrote a book called The Gay God Delusion, where he argued Matthew Lush did not exist. But then one embarrassing day for Richard Dawkins, a magical rainbow fell from the sky, and this giant golden closet popped open, and Matthew Lush said, "Ha, I exist." Alright, but seriously now, Matthew Lush is a YouTuber. In fact, he was one of the original internet celebrities. But I don't really consider Matthew Lush a celebrity. Because a celebrity is someone who becomes famous for pretending that there's something that they're not. And I should know, I met quite a few of them. David Bowie, Marilyn Manson, Tom Daley, Alice Cooper. The only ones I really respected were people like, what's his name again? Adam West. Because Adam West was original. Now, when I look at Matthew Lush, he became famous for being himself. When you take a look at these new YouTube celebrities, they became famous for being something they're not. And seeing Matthew Lush, he isn't swarming in money. He isn't chasing fame. Fame sort of chased him. And it was quite interesting seeing how he sort of made a revolution in the gay community, when you think about it. In the 90s, if you look at the representation of gay people, it was from Jerry Springer, gross, creepy people. And Matthew Lush was one of the original people who did that whole emo scene, and it was kind of like gothic people with colors. And Matthew Lush was one of the original people who led that movement. And it sort of gave people courage to come out and admit that they were gay. Now, when you look at Matthew Lush, he was like in the top 5. I think he was in the top 3 back in the day. Now, again, he's just a human being, but people keep picking on him for some reason. And seeing that video of him losing his brother, that was very heartbreaking. And I wrote him a letter where I said, I've never met a strong person with an easy past. And I think he should be very proud of himself for how well he did on YouTube. Very few people will ever become that famous ever. So I'm a fan of anyone who gets out there and does something original. Like, I don't really like mainstream things. And I support everyone. I try to be an open, loving person. And I'm a stand-up comedian. So I don't look at Matthew Lush as a celebrity. I just think he's an interesting person that a lot of people like. And for some strange reason, if you like Matthew Lush, now you're hated on for some reason. I'm not the biggest Matthew Lush fan out there, but I respect him. And I think people who hate on him, come on, he's just a person, no different than you and me. Yeah, there are people bigger than him, and I don't agree with everything Matthew Lush says, but I do respect him, and I think people need to give him a break. Well, that's my thought on the issue. If you disagree with me, leave a comment down below and explain to me why I'm wrong. Until next time, I'm Rio.